Hi guys, this is Trisha, Carnation038, and I have an update to do, and I have a lot of updates to tell you, and I know how I have been lacking in that area, and the reason being is because I wanted to wait until this doctor's appointment that I had today. I'm going to start, what was it, 2 months ago, I was admitted to the hospital. We were at a graduation. This was in July. And all of a sudden, this feeling came over me as if I was going to throw up. And I had a sensation in my stomach like I've never felt before. I started sweating profusely. It was hot. And I had to get up and get away from all these people that were eating at that Pacific time. My husband was sitting next to me, and I had my dog with me, the little one. And I said, I got to get up in here and get out of here. I am really feeling sick to my stomach, and I'm going to throw up. So he says, you want me to call 911? I said, no, please don't call 911. It's probably something so stupid. Just don't call 911. Well, here, I handed the dog to him. I got up and I walked away to the other opposite of the park, and I was leaning over and just really feeling sick. Of course, they did call 911, and they took me to the hospital. They ran all kinds of tests on me, and they came back as an infection. They said that my count was higher, and they said it was some kind of an intestinal infection. I don't know how I got this or how I picked it up, but they also thought it could have been part of a gallbladder, my gallbladder going bad, but regardless, they put me in the hospital for a few days and ran all kinds of tests on me. And it turns out that it was not my gallbladder, and it was an infection. So they were just pumping me with IVs for 2 days, I believe, that I was in the hospital. And after that, I was having bloating issues. Didn't know why this bloating was occurring or anything. All I know is I was very uncomfortable. I also addressed that with the doctors when I was in the hospital, and they didn't have any clue what the bloating could have been from. Oh, something just came down the tree. The dog took after it. Well, anyway, that cleared up. And the bloating, I finally went away on its own, but I have a feeling what helped it was I started taking, it's called Florister. And it's a probiotic where it puts good bacteria into your system. After taking that for 3 days, I noticed the bloating was gone. So, yeah, it's in your gut. So I actually feel a lot better from that. Was it the last doctor's appointment we had? They took me off my high blood pressure medication. From not smoking, my blood pressure came down drastically. I think at that time it was sitting at like at 115, 120, somewhere around in there. And they took me off of it, and she said that if by chance that my blood pressure goes up, to call her if it's anything above 130. Well, normally if my blood pressure is high and I don't have my pills, when I wake up, I have a throbbing headache. And the one particular day that happened to me, and I went down to Rite Aid, and I had my blood pressure taken, and it was at 129, I believe it was. So then I did call the doctors, and they did put me on a mild high blood pressure med. And I'm still not smoking. Tickled pink about that one. I am going to physical therapy. I have hip problems and back problems. And when I walk probably about 2 blocks, it starts setting in really bad. And I have to sit down. They said it was bursitis in the hip. And the back is degenerative issues. So I just had an MRI today, and I also had my appointment with my wonderful doctor, and she let me film in her office today. So Marion, if you're watching this, I love you. She's awesome. But anyway, she's going to give you some stats on today's visit, and she's going to tell you the good news. So I'm going to let her tell you everything that happened. Oh, I also had 2 blood tests today. I had the smoking test done, where they test that chemical in the urine that tells them that you're not smoking anymore. I had that done, and I also had the whole blood work done up. So that leads me to only having the sleep study test done. I think that's it. Oh, no, I need the EGD, where they go down your throat. I have to make that appointment too. So I have a sleep study, and then where they go down your throat to make sure that your stomach's okay, I have that test to do. Other than that, all the tests are done for the bariatric surgery. So I'm getting closer. Can't wait to get this done. I think that's about it. So now I'm going to let Marion take it away. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to welcome all the new subscribers, and thank you for subscribing. I am going to have a giveaway very, very shortly, so stay tuned on that one. I don't exactly know what it's going to be yet, but I have a lot of male viewers and a lot of women viewers, so I'm thinking about maybe having 2 giveaways for the male and for the female. But that's going to be coming up shortly. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to wait till I get to maybe 400 subscribers, and that's going to be coming up very shortly. I'm so close to 300 right now. Okay. Bye. This is Trisha, and I'm in my doctor's office with my doctor, Marion, and she's going to fill you in on my results for today.
Okay, so for today, September 24th, your weight is 307 pounds, and she is down 15 pounds from August 27th. You go, girl.
Yes,
so
yes.
She's kept track of her log, and she's exercising, and she's not eating late night snacks. Good job.
Yes. Thanks, Marion.
You're welcome.
What was it?
307.
All right. That's a good one. On the way out of Pittsburgh, after my appointment, it was 12 o'clock noon, and my husband, my son, and myself did not eat anything. We had to be out of the house like at 8 o'clock for my doctor's appointment my doctor's appointment, she took me early at 10:30, but before that I had a MRI done at 9:30, so I didn't have anything to eat, and then it's a good thing I didn't, because I did have a blood test to take, and that was a fasting blood test. The other blood test didn't have to be fasting. So on the way out of Pittsburgh at noon, by the time I got all this stuff done, and I was starving. I could eat everything in sight. So we stopped at the closest place, which was a Chinese restaurant, but I had everything good. I wanted to film it. However, I did film something, but I wanted to film at the table, but where they had us situated would have been very awkward, because they had us sitting in the middle, and then they had all these people all around us. It was lunchtime, and it was crowded, and there's no way I wanted to film during that. But I did start off with a salad and some fruit, and then they had a hibachi. I had shrimp and lobster and some broccoli and onions, and I had a stir fry on that. And I had maybe a tablespoon of rice, white rice, I know, just plain steamed rice. I had a bowl of wonton soup with two wontons in it. Then after that, what did I have? Oh, I went back and I got a little bit more fruit. I was full. I'm still full. And I'm sitting at 5 o'clock now, and I'm still not hungry. And I don't know what we're going to do for dinner, but it's not going to be anything big. Probably just a bowl of soup or something. Some Progresso soup. Alright, that's going to lead you into the Chinese restaurant. Joe. Right there. Allegheny County Joe. Yeah, whatever. Pittsburgh Joe, Allegheny County, whatever. It's in Pittsburgh.
And it's on the waterfront.
Yeah. How about that?
That's prime real estate there.
A window with a waterfront view. That's where I used to work. Or my parking garage.
Help show what they're at. PNC. Used to be where the old Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Station terminal was in Pittsburgh. It took a
little bit of Pittsburgh, guys. A little bit of Pittsburgh. Downtown Pittsburgh.
Yeah, don't come here.
Yeah, don't come here.
You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything.
Where are you from in this thing?
If you come, make sure it's at rush hour. So you can enjoy the sights.
The bridge. You look over the bridge, there's the Woodhall. Up on the hill from Washington. Everybody overlooks it, takes all the pictures of Pittsburgh.
Everybody gets shot up there.
Three River Stadium, and I don't know if you can see it, but that's where the Pittsburgh Steelers play. Let me get it aimed right. See that stadium?
Yeah,
with the yellow and the seats in the air? That's where the Steelers play.
Joe Station Square.
Ah, Station Square right here. And the T station, I can't get the T.
Georgia Railroad.
Yeah, that's where my husband works on that railroad track. And we're going through the tunnels! The Liberty Tunnels. This is fun. Alright guys, this is where it ends.